The Parable of the Pencil by Thomas E. Williams. There was once a pencil who was yellow and straight and tall, and he was proud to be yellow, straight, and tall. He lived in a plastic wrapper with the other pencils who were also yellow and straight and tall. And life was good. He had no worries, no cares, and no concerns. He was safe in his wrapper, and his friends were all close to him, and he felt strong in their presence. He never worried about the future, because every day was the same as the day before, an unending sameness. And then one day a hand appeared. This hand tore him from the packaging and away from the other pencils, yellow, straight, and tall. He began to be afraid. This was new. This was different. And suddenly life before him became full of uncertainty, full of the unknown. Until now he had felt that his life was his own. Now, however, the hand was in control. The first thing that the hand did was insert the pencil into a sharpener, and it began to turn it. Slowly, painfully, he turned in the sharpener. The bright yellow paint was peeled away, exposing the wood that kept him straight and tall. And still the hand turned him in the sharpener, and his very core was exposed. The pencil had not even been aware of the graphite core within him, and now it too was being ground away to form a nice, sharp point. He was relieved when the sharpening was over. However, he felt changed. He was no longer all yellow. He was no longer as tall. And now he was not even as straight as he once was, for now he had a pointed end. He began to think to himself, when the hand is done with me, will he put me back in my nice, safe wrapper with my friends? And if he does, will my friends recognize me? I'm different than when they last saw me. Will they accept me? But the hand was not done with the pencil yet. The hand took the pencil, newly sharpened, to a desk with a spiral-bound tablet full of white paper with blue lines, and the hand began to write. Words began to flow from the pencil, amazing words, full of wisdom as the hand wrote the words to a sermon. This is amazing, thought the pencil. I didn't know that I was this wise. On and on the words continued to flow, but as the words flowed, the lines of the letters began to thicken and become less crisp on the paper. Oh no, thought the pencil, my graphite core is nearly used up. Is this the end? Then the pencil saw the hand pick up the sharpener. With dread he thought, I don't think I can go through that again, for I'll surely die this time. However, as the hand began to slowly turn the pencil in the sharpener, only the thinnest layer of paint and wood and graphite was cut away, and the pencil was again returned to a sharp point. And the pencil thought, I'm ready, once again, for the words of wisdom to flow from me. However, the hand did not take the pencil back to the spiral-bound tablet. This time, the hand had a different sheet of paper for the pencil to write upon. This paper was of subdued colors with decorative borders. As the hand began to write, the words that flowed from the pencil were not words of wisdom. New words, words of love and commitment, passed from the pencil to the paper. How loving I am, thought the pencil. How gentle and full of warmth and compassion. As before, the longer he wrote, the less crisp became the lines. I will be resharpened, but I'm not afraid this time, and soon I'll be back to writing those loving words. However, the pencil was placed in an old chipped coffee cup, along with other pencils. But not just pencils. There were ink pens and crayons and permanent markers, dry erase markers, charcoal pencils, and writing instruments of all sizes and shapes and colors. The pencil looked around at all of these strangers and sought out another like himself. There, not far away in the cup, was another yellow pencil, but it was short and stubby, and not at all the same bright yellow as himself. "Hiya!" said the stubby pencil. "Welcome! I'm Sport, and I'm a pencil that the hand uses when he refreshes himself by playing golf or going bowling. And this guy here is Red. He's a dry erase marker that the hand uses when he teaches Sunday school. He makes beautiful, deep, red lines to illustrate amazing topics. However, they're all temporary and soon erased. And that is Charcoal over there. She draws amazing landscapes and portraits." The once yellow, straight, and tall pencil introduced himself. "I am Ticonderoga No. 2. You may just call me Ticonderoga, and I write words of wisdom and words of love." One old beat-up looking pencil seemed strangely made. It was flat and broad. Instead of a pointed end, it looked like it had been whittled away with a knife to expose the rectangular core. And it was splattered with paint and had nicks and gouges and teeth mark in it. "I'm a carpenter's pencil," he explained, "and the hand has taken me to unbelievable places on mission trips. I have been to jungles and deserts, at the ocean's edge, and on the high mountaintops. I've also been in war zones and poverty areas that would tear your heart out." "I'm so sorry for you," said Ticonderoga. "You have had such a rough life." To which the old carpenter pencil replied, "Rough? Yes, I guess at times it was. However, it has been a wonderful life. I have helped build homes in the Appalachia backwoods. The hand and I constructed a footbridge over a raging torrent and allowed medical teams to reach some Southeast Asian mountain communities with life-giving vaccines. He and I helped build a new hospital in Malaysia and a school in the Congo. It has been a life worth living." "Hello, can you hear me? You can call me Ty," came a voice from the bottom of the cup. "I was also once a yellow pencil, straight and tall." Ticonderoga No. 2 looked down, and there, lying down, too short to even stand upright in the cup with the other pencils, was Ty. Again Ty spoke. "I've been listening to you as you brag about your accomplishments." "Which are many," interrupted Ticonderoga. "Indeed," said Ty. "However, remember, without your graphite core, you're only a painted stick. Don't be too proud. And without the hand that guides you, you have nothing to say. You must remember that your sole duty is to obey the will of the hand. Also, I see you haven't used your eraser yet." "My eraser?" asked Ticonderoga. "Oh, yes, it's one of your most important parts," said Ty. That was when Ticonderoga noticed that not only had Ty been sharpened to the point that there was nearly no yellow left, but his eraser end was also rubbed off clear down to the metal band. Ty continued, "The hand will occasionally turn you upside down, and he'll use you to remove an error or a smudge." "But what if I don't make any mistakes?" asked Ticonderoga, feeling quite pleased with himself. "Oh, you will. We all do at some point. You misspell a word, or perhaps the hand will want to insert a different word to clarify what had been previously written. And even if you manage to go through your entire existence without making a mistake, the hand may use your eraser to undo someone else's error. That doesn't seem fair, Ticonderoga said in disbelief. Oh, it's fair, all right, because he may also use someone else's eraser to remove your smudges, responded Ty. As a matter of fact, the hand has a huge eraser that he can use to erase all of our mistakes, and our erasers are just smaller copies of him. As he stood in the chipped coffee cup, Ticonderoga became more familiar with the strangers around him, and they became less strange. He learned that the hand had used all of them on one way or another, according to their purpose. He also learned that there were times that they each waited for varying amounts of time until they were called upon by the hand. During these times together, they shared stories of what they had learned about the hand. Each story was different, and each perceived the hand slightly differently. But all realized that the words, numbers, pictures, or diagrams that they had been used for were truly the work of the hand and not of they themselves. It was then that the hand once again lifted Ticonderoga from the cup. I wonder what I'll be asked to write this time, he thought. Maybe another love letter. This time the hand quickly scribbled, Do your homework before playing games, and then returned the pencil to a coffee cup. Well, that seemed hardly worth it, sulked Ticonderoga. The Sharpie marker overheard this and interrupted. Ticonderoga, every communication that the hand writes is important in its own way, no matter how long or short the message. Now that Ticonderoga was no longer so intent on his own thoughts, he noticed that Ty was no longer in the cup. Where's my friend gone? He asked. Did the hand take him to a new assignment for? The others responded, No, Ty has been sharpened for the last time. The hand has now placed him in a drawer where he can rest for the rest of time. We all end up there when our time comes. Ticonderoga thought to himself, I have a lot of messages to deliver before I'm ready for my rest in the drawer. I hope the hand uses me soon.